Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Backyard Ocean. I wanted to show you guys what I've been experimenting with. In that corner I built a wave box utilizing 4 Jabo SOW20, 1 master, 3 slaves in pulse mode. And you can see how the water kind of sways up and down about an inch. It's like a standing wave. Here's a look at my DIY wave box utilizing 4 Jabo SOW-20 pumps. I tried it with 2. It didn't quite cut it. Didn't like the amount of water that it was moving, or not enough water. So we're gonna try it with 4. See what happens. There's a close-up of how the standing wave looks like. You can see, I'd say about an inch. Maybe a little bit more, but I'd like to see 2 to 3 inches. I was really hoping to get a lot more out of it. I messed with it quite a bit with all the different settings. That's the best I can get out of it. Obviously it's 13,000 gallons. It's a lot of water to move, but I think I need to find something a little bigger. You can see here, look at this macroalgae, how it's swaying. Let's see, I can give a better example than that. Let's over here where the carpet anemone is. There was very little movement up here. Now you can see how it's kind of rocking back and forth. That's about halfway into the tank. And if we get down to the very end of the tank, not that much really. I need a bigger pump so I can get a much bigger water displacement in that tank. Even at the lowest setting, I can't get that thing to stay on long enough to draw more water out of the tank. I think if I was able to find something where it could suck the water down further, that way it creates more of a displacement, I would get the standing wave that I'm looking for. I'm looking at a couple options. I'll keep you guys posted. Here's a view from the front panel looking at that wave box that I made. It's got 4 of those, I think they're SOW-20, Jabo. Supposedly, that's the biggest one they have. Does a little over 5,000 gallons an hour each. So I have 1 set as the master, and then the other 3 are slave. The issue seems to be that they're not really in sync with each other, not 100%. So it makes a difference, because if it doesn't draw all at the same time, you're not going to get the effect that you need. I need to find 1 very large wave pump. I think I'll have better luck getting a better standing wave. Right now it's about an inch. I like to get about 2 to 3 inches if that's possible. All right, here's the second wave box that I built. Was not happy with the first box I built utilizing those 4 Jabos. Didn't quite cut it. Not happy with the standing wave. I get an inch or so close to where the pump is, and on the opposite end of the tank, maybe a ½ inch. So this one here, same kind of situation. I've taken a 40-gallon acrylic tank. This is a used tank that I've had. Chopped off 1/3 of it, and then I've got a Tunzi 6550 pump. This is a big pump. This thing will go up to about 13,000 gallons an hour. It's a wave pump. And I also took the remaining end, if you will, of the other tank, and then made shelves. So later on, I glued the shelves on the tank, so later on I can place rocks on here and then just kind of disguise it in the corner there. So we'll see what happens with this. I have a feeling this will do a better job. And then basically I took a lid and just glued. I used plastic screws and nuts, and then used some silicone to put the lid on. Silicone is just to kind of keep water from intruding, if you will, at the trying to get in the box. I think the screws alone would have done it, but just a extra safety precaution. And then I glued 1-inch acrylic up here for like handles in case I need to pull this thing out. Just makes things a little easier. And it's secured with a 1-inch PVC pipe drilled, and that pump comes with like, let me see if I can show you guys here. It comes with like little clamps in the back, and I just slid it right in there. It's really tight fit, and also just silicone the outside a little bit. I don't think I needed to, but again, just to keep any kind of water from getting in, I want the pump to use 100% of the draw. All right, keep you guys posted. Okay, so I pulled out the first box, the weight box that I built. It's been sitting for a few days now, but this thing, in a matter of 3 weeks, you could see the amount of coralline algae that it built up. It's all white now, but it was all purple. So again, wasn't happy with the standing wave I was getting. I'll show you guys the new one here in a minute. All right, I got the new box installed. That took some work. As luck would have it, the controller that I got for this thing stopped working. So this was the controller that I was using for that new Tunzi pump, 6550. This is a used controller. It worked for about 20 minutes. Then it started to malfunction just as I was starting to dial it in. So I ordered a different type of controller altogether. Went with a Hydro's wave engine, they call it. Unfortunately, it's been over a week and I still haven't received it. I was trying to get this video done with this new box, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. So I guess we'll do an update on this once I get it hooked up and see what it does. I can tell when I had the old controller, it worked for like 20 minutes. It was pulling down a lot more from that box than the other one ever was. Unfortunately, it stopped working. Anyway, we will definitely do an update on that. Thanks everyone for watching. Please post your questions and comments, and we'll see you guys on the next one.